What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Voyager and Celsius. There's been some recent news about potential acquisition of Voyager and Celsius. The complexities in that bankruptcy case are wider than one could imagine. But let's compare the two companies and let's see which one looks like they're going to be better off in the long run. If you're a Celsius holder or you're a Voyager holder, this will be interesting to you. And to be honest, even if you're thinking about opening a high interest account, this should be interesting to you. So pay attention. Before I get into it, I update the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. These were their prices when I made the videos. These are the current prices. Had you invested $100 into each when I released videos about them, and you were still holding all of that crypto, you'd be in profit for 10K. But if you'd have cashed out of those coins during the bull cycle, when everything was up, you would have been in profit for 123K from a $2,600 investment in total. And we're in a bear cycle right now. The markets are down. This is the best time to invest. That's just true. That's a fact. And to be fair, it can be proven because some of the most successful cryptos that I spoke about during the bear cycle were these. All the highest performers. Luxo was somewhat of an anomaly because Luxo was launched during the halfway through the bull cycle. But Phantom is top of the list. It was a coin I said would 100x. I did a Udemy course for $20, talking about this being one of the best investments of the year. And a $20 investment would have made you 13 grand. $1,000 investment, more importantly, would have made you 677. You'd have been 677,000. You could have bought a bloody house. And when I find the next Phantom, and I'll be sharing that directly with a copy of my crypto members. So if you want to know what that is, go to the site, read through it, and if it resonates with you, I look forward to seeing you there. So let's have a look at Celsius first. Celsius bankruptcy proceedings show the complexities amid declining hope of recovery. Of course, it's not going to recover. It's been wrecked. It's been unequivocally wrecked. And the firm showed a balance gap of 1.2 billion when they filed in its bankruptcy filings, with the liabilities owed to its users. User deposits made up the majority of liabilities at 4.72 billion. And while Celsius's assets, including the cell tokens valued at 600 million, mining assets worth 720, and 1.75 billion in other crypto assets, the value of the Celsius token has drawn suspicion from some in the crypto community. However, as the entire market cap for Cell is only 494 million. There's a lot of weird stuff that's been happening with Celsius. We've obviously seen the short squeeze on Celsius, which worked a treat for traders. And currently what we've seen as well from filings by lawyers is Celsius is going to run out of money by October. It shows that Celsius's 3-month cash flow forecast, which estimates steep decline in liquidity funds. Steep decline in liquidity indicates the company will experience an approximate 80% drop in liquidity funds from August to September. The bigger thing, though, that some people should look at is the actual money that they're paying each other. You know, from the payroll. The payroll's through the roof. It's insane. They don't have enough people working at the place to justify the payroll. So Alex Mashinsky's taking a lot off the top. And this, guys, is why no one wants to buy Celsius. Because there isn't a single company going, I'm interested in buying Celsius. There's not been a single rumor. There's not been anything about any major exchange, any major investor, anyone going, you know what, Celsius is a good investment. But Binance and FTX are vying to buy Voyager Digital Assets. Coinbase themselves have backed out, but obviously Voyager's collapse has been dramatic as well. There's worsened after the Celsius situation. And Binance and FTX currently are the ones looking into it. Coinbase did evaluate the deal and withdrew. This is one source, though, so it's not been double sourced, so can't guarantee that. Bids for Voyager assets are due by September 6th in a sale process taking place through its bankruptcy case, and an auction, if needed to pick a winner, would follow on September 29th. Voyager actually surged more than 40% after CoinDesk reported the story. According to a presentation from the company's lawyers earlier this month, at least 22 investors had gone through due diligence and indicated their interest in bidding for Voyager's assets. So Binance, FTX, and Coinbase, if they are truly turning it down, are not the only ones interested. And in terms of Binance, it's one thing I hate about CoinDesk when it does that crap. Binance is keen to purchase Voyager, and industry sources say Binance is excited and pursuing hard. One of the people said that the exchange is pushing hard on buying into institutional. And we have a policy to only disclose deals that are after they are complete, and cannot confirm or deny any potential deals right now. And that was a spokesperson for Binance. And the CEO, to be fair, CZ, said, our team's engaging in all of those conversations right now in terms of their assets. FTX made a public offer and Voyager's lawyers slapped it down, basically stating that it was nowhere close to what they considered reasonable. So what this shows again is, look, fundamentally Voyager, there's obviously Voyager didn't act, or certainly what the these major exchanges have discovered is that Voyager couldn't have acted insidiously or irresponsibly, or possibly irresponsibly, but they didn't do anything fraudulent or insidious. Otherwise, I don't believe that they could justify the purchase of Voyager. Celsius, on the other hand, no one's looking at buying Celsius. And everything that has happened with Celsius is all getting very, very messy. Celsius are now taking KeyFi and their CEO to court about and suing them. Now, when that was announced, I was very, very surprised because fundamentally, KeyFi's CEO came out all guns blazing even prior to that, going, we're not responsible. They actually owe us money. They didn't follow what our advice. They didn't do what we'd spoken about. They didn't hedge their investments, which is why they ended up getting absolutely destroyed. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how the Celsius situation plays out. But Voyager couldn't have done too much wrong within the parameters of legality for Binance and Voyager, Binance and FTX to be looking at it. So it's very, very interesting time. And maybe Voyager gets picked up. I think Voyager will probably be more likely to become some sort of exchange if that's to happen. Because the high interest rates can't be given. They can't be given because no one's going to keep trusting that. You can't trade and play around with people's money, because when things go wrong so dramatically, it stays in people's memories. The Celsius situation's ruined a lot of people. Voyager situation's definitely ruined a lot of people. And these high interest accounts will come back in the next bull cycle for sure, or they'll come back leading up to it. But people do need to remember these moments, because that will happen again. Because there will be another bear cycle. Next time there's a bull cycle, after it, there'll be a bear cycle. And if people are trading with your funds, then they're and they get caught with their pants down, your money's going to be gone. But So I don't know what Voyager is going to become, because it isn't going to stay as an interest account. It can't. So that's a really interesting one, because I do believe Voyager's got, well, could be well positioned, particularly as a mobile app, as a trading tool. I'd be very interested to see what Binance and FTX do in that regard. But I suppose they'd be buying up all the assets as well, under all the underlying assets that Voyager hold. And that, again, would be very, very interesting, because obviously that would move a lot of money back into the markets. Yeah, fascinating. What do you guys think? Do you think Voyager's going to run rampant? Do you think they're going to become a high interest account again? Do you think anyone's ever going to want to buy Celsius? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. And if you want to see the coins I'm buying up in the bear cycle, while everything is down, the coins that I think can do the 10x is 20, 40, 50, 100. Come check out Copy My Crypto. The link's in the description. It's where I share everything I'm doing. Every coin I buy and every coin I sell. And like I've said, the bear cycle investments that I caught in the last bear cycle did it incredibly well, and I have every intention of having the same results in this next bull cycle. So if you want to see what I'm buying into, go to the site and check it out, and I'll see you there. Bye-bye.